Hi, this is Dennis with Second Chance Tackle. I thought I'd preview for you some of the things I found at our town-wide garage sale, which occurred this past weekend. And it's a chance for everybody to kind of get rid of stuff that's been clogging their basements and attics and garages. And everybody kind of comes out. It's a nice community event. And I had the fortune of finding a couple of items. I think in total I spent certainly less than $100. I thought I would show you some of the equipment that I got, and we'll even talk about one or two that we'll do a video. So the first one up, interestingly enough, is an Abri and Imbri. I believe that's a New York manufacturer. It's a direct drive reel, and its model is the Seabright. And quite honestly, the reason I bought it was Seabright is a local town in our area. I think A&I was out of New York. I could be wrong. But Seabright is along the New Jersey coast, and a lot of manufacturers early on, this one in Ocean City and others, named their reels after popular fishing places. So you'll see Ocean City, for example, have Brigantine, which is down by Atlantic City, and there's quite a few that picked up the names. And Seabright is towards the northern side of the New Jersey shore. But I'm going to take this one apart. I'll show you how it's made. We don't get too many of these in. The Abri and Imbri, probably pronouncing it wrong. But wooden handle suggests that the 1930s, 40s direct drive certainly suggests that, because there's no star adjuster. This one's turning. And usually what you have in terms of these reels is chips along the way. Chips or cracks. I can't say for certain whether this is Bakelite or just plastic or some other kind of injected material, but you usually see chips on the rims because there's nothing to protect them, and as they whack a post or something, they tend to just break off. So this one's in good condition for the condition it's in. It sounds like that other song from a while ago. And we got a lot of tarnish or patina, if you will, probably holding it with the thumbs while casting or something. But we're going to do that. We'll take that apart and we'll show you. So that was reel number one. The second one, interestingly enough, it was part of a buy. And how can I pass this one up, right? This is one huge reel on scope with a Pen 10, but it's not a Pen reel. It is an Ocean City reel, and it's the Ocean City Long Key. And this one is just huge. I believe what we're going to find when we take this one apart is just what we found on the Pen 10. This one was probably just a huge replica of the smaller designs on the Ocean City reels, like the Ocean City 112 and 113 series. Obviously, this is old. The fellow told me it was his grandfather's. If you have any kind of thing going on with fishing at all, why you would sell your grandfather's reel, I don't know. But my guess is the 30s or the 40s on this one. We'll find out more in the history. I did like this one. It had everything you had wanted in it. It's got sharp chrome, not a lot of corrosion on it, solid and turning knobs. Just a nice reel overall. So I'm going to do a video on that one when I get around to doing that one. So a lot of folks are probably looking at the rod itself, and this rod is a Florida Special. It's by Habricks and Ibbotson, H&I. It's Utica, New York. Unfortunately, what I call this one is a curtain rod. There's nothing really you can do about it. It's missing its base. All of the eyelets, or two of the eyelets out of the rod are broken. We're taped up here at the joint of the reel seat, and we're missing the bottom. So there's not much you can do there, but hang curtains on it. So if you have a sports den or something and you want to go do that, that's always a good idea with those old ones. Next one up then, and again, this was in a lot that I purchased. Next one up, and these are hard to show you, but this is a beautiful rod that came along with it, more modern in nature. This is a Fiji, and we know the Fiji for the guides. This is a beautiful rod. It may even be custom, I can't tell. There's no names or markings on there to speak of. But at any rate, this one's going fishing. This one's got a nice taper to it. Strong guides, the Fiji guides, meant for heavier fish. That one's going to go fishing. So then I picked up a second rod. This is a Roddy surf rod, and it comes in 2 pieces. And a lot of folks think that because you see the old wire guides, that just means the rod is old and no good. Well, wrong. Some of the best rods I have the wire guides, don't have those plastic inserted or the graphite guides. But this one was made by Roddy, and it's Roddy made their name really in fishing rods. They did do some reels as well, but Roddy Recreation was around a long time, and this is a glass rod, and I believe they were out in California, and the fellow's name was Roddy. So there you go. Some people think that it just had some association with the rod, and that's why it was called that. No, it wasn't. Okay, and then picked up another one here. This is a beautiful rod. This one happens to be an Abu Garcia rod. Again, this one's a little bit more modern. It comes with a very dirty Penn 155, and I've done a couple of the videos on the 155, so I don't need to do more of those. But we do have the, it's a 2-piece Abu Garcia rod with the plastic line guides, or the graphite line guides. I'm not quite sure what they're putting in these days. But it's an Abu Garcia, and it's 5-star medium action, and it, so I think this is a 7-footer. This is a 7-foot rod. So again, that one was certainly worth the benefit of the chase. And finally, I got another rod here. So I don't normally get rods, but when you can get them in a bundle, why not? And this one is a this is a Daiwa graphite rod, and this one is a 6.5 freshwater rod that just seemed to be in the barrel as well. So overall, for about $60 paid, I think I did well. Oops, I forgot one. So interestingly enough, this one's got the bottom, doesn't have the top, but what it does have on there is a Penn Senator 3.0 that's in need of some care and attention. It's got some old line on it, but it is spinning. It's got some corrosion because it hasn't been taken care of. But this is the high-speed Senator 112H. It's working. That click, 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 there's a metal swivel on there, and wire leader on the hook, so that's what you're getting on a click, click, click there. I believe I've done a couple of videos on this. I'm going to go check my library. If I haven't, I'll go do it. This is a good place to do the ultrasonic. It will clean a lot of that chrome up without being too abrasive to it. So so there you go. A Senator, a long key Ocean City big game reel, a A&I small kind of antique reel, a Penn 155, a H&I curtain rod, and a few fishing rods that we're certainly going to give a second chance to. So the idea behind going to these garage sales and that, in addition to just getting projects that I can preview on YouTube, is to get these things out there fishing again. That's kind of the whole thing behind this, and if I can find projects along the way that will make for interesting videos, then I'm certainly going to do that as well. So if you would like to see any of these, the Senator, the Beachmaster, the Ocean City Long Key, the A&I Seabright, any of these reels, if you'd like to see them redone or serviced, or if you have them, or if you have any comments about them, please leave the comments, and you know, we can certainly work on them and make the videos as I go ahead to service these. If you have any questions about any fishing reels, or even about what to look for at garage sales, flea markets, and the like, if you're looking for some tips, why don't you leave me a question? I try to respond to as many of those as possible. And finally, if you like what you're seeing, then please subscribe and stay tuned as I try to post frequently. I try to post every day during the pandemic, just as an homage to the emergency and essential personnel, just to kind of give you an idea of what it is that they're doing. So thank you to anybody who is a first responder, essential personnel, law enforcement, healthcare workers, everybody working to keep us safe during the pandemic. Thank you so much. So with that, I hope you've enjoyed this and some of the previews. This is Dennis with Second Chance Tackle. Have a great day.